October 29th, 2016. An article detailing an interview of Barack Obama's appearance on Sirius XM's Sway in the Morning was published about Obama's favorite rap musicians. On the surface and at first glance, to the undiscerning eye, this would look like just another article with little to no spiritual relevance to be offered up. However, if we take a deeper look at the information presented in this interview, we can clearly see the spirit behind Obama's meteoric rise to prominence, his true identity, and what he ultimately plans to accomplish.
You've empowered hip-hop in so many ways. We've seen Chance the Rapper, Jay-Z, Wale, Kendrick. A lot of us have been able to be at the White House and be influential into politics. I'm curious to who are your top MCs today? Who are the top rappers in the game, in your opinion?
Well, you just named two of them.
Okay.
I think the young guys, Kendrick and Chance, are doing amazing work. I love Drake, and the girls love Drake, and so he's commercially just doing great, and unbelievably talented. And Jay-Z's still the king. I mean.
The rappers mentioned are Chance the Rapper, Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake. It should be noted that Chance the Rapper is from Chicago, like Obama. In my previous video, I showed you how the police officer who shot and killed Sylville Smith in Milwaukee was a rapper, and the man who shot police in Boston was a rapper, and Rick Ross, the ex-correctional officer turned rapper who signed Muhammad Issa. It turns out that Chance the Rapper's father worked for Obama in Illinois as a state director while Obama was a senator there.
Chance I've known for years because his dad was my state director when I was a senator in Illinois. Okay. So I first met Chance when he was 8 years old.
Wow. Okay.
And so we've been family for a while.
This shows that artists in the entertainment industry are nothing more than government-connected and controlled pawns. On his birthday, April 16, 2016, Chance and other musicians met with President Obama at the White House to discuss the My Brother's Keeper Challenge initiative. We know that after Cain slew Abel and Yahweh inquired of Abel's whereabouts, Cain lied and said, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" This connects Obama to the bloodline of Cain, the serpent seed. The article specifically mentions Chance the Rapper's song, Acid Rain, which is a reference to Rain Man and demonic possession. Allow me to explain. The definition of acid rain is rainfall made sufficiently acidic by atmospheric pollution that it causes environmental harm. If something has been polluted, it has been defiled, corrupted, and made unclean. If it is acidic, it is gradually corrosive and constantly harmful to everything it comes in contact with. Ezekiel 28, verse 15, tells us this about Lucifer before he was cast out of heaven. Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that thou was created, till iniquity was found in thee. Verse 17 goes on to say, Thine heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings, that they may behold thee. Therefore, Lucifer, who was polluted, corrupted, and made acidic and harmful to all others, and then caused to fall from heaven to earth in the same manner that rain falls from heaven, is most definitely identifiable with acid rain. Chance the Rapper's song, Acid Rain, speaks of being baptized, sanctified, holy, and born again as the white lie.
I am a new man. I am sanctified. Oh, I am holy. I have been baptized. I have been born again. I am the white light. Rain, rain, don't go away.
The inspiration for this part of the song comes from R. Kelly's song, World's Greatest. Notice the use of Muhammad Ali in the video.
I am a mountain. I am a tall tree. Oh, I am a swift wind sweeping the country.
R. Kelly's song describes the spirit that sweeps the country with hope and becomes the world's greatest. This is a blatant reference to the Antichrist. Interestingly enough, Muhammad Ali died this year, and Obama gave a tribute to the boxer. In it he said, Muhammad Ali was the greatest, period. He'd tell you he was the double greatest, that he'd handcuffed lightning, thrown thunder into jail. Remember, Barack means lightning, and it is a reference to Obama, the rider of the white horse, also named Barack, which was said to have carried Muhammad to the heavens. You may also recall that Thunder is the name of the white horse at Denver's Mile High Stadium, which hosted Obama's DNC speech. It should also be noted that Muhammad Ali predicted that there would be a black president.
Call me up here. Black men have been males now. One might be the president. America's in too much trouble. I don't want that job now.
I told you I'm the real champion. I told you I'm the champion of the world. All I can bow. All I can bow. All I can bow.
I am a new man. I am sanctified. Oh, I am holy. I have been baptized. I have been born again. I am the white light. Rain, rain, don't go away.
Acts 1:5 tells us that we can be baptized by water and by the Spirit. Therefore, when Chance the Rapper says, I am a new man, I am sanctified, I am holy, I have been baptized, I have been born again, I am the white lie, he is actually telling you that he has been baptized by the acid rain, the demonic spirit making him a false Christ. Remember, 1 John chapter 2 verse 18 declares, Little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come, even now are there many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. The song Acid Rain is also a reference to the use of the drug LSD. Some LSD users experience an intense bliss they mistake for enlightenment. Remember, according to occult New Age believers, Lucifer is the light bearer, the one who brings enlightenment. Taken in large enough doses, LSD produces delusions and visual hallucinations. The user's sense of time and self changes. Even one's sense of touch and the normal bodily sensations turn into something strange and bizarre. Some historians have asserted that creating a Manchurian candidate subject through mind control techniques was the goal of the CIA MK-Ultra project, which leads us to the presidential election and the recent release of Eminem's song called Campaign Speech.
In my present form, I'm Desert Storm. Appetite for destruction is no suppressant for aggressive, forceful, and less remorseful in every morsel. Unpleasant, horrible, hello gorgeous. The rebel with devil horns just fell off the yellow short bus.
In this song, Eminem conjures up his demonic inspiration by using a rhyming style which sonically gives the distinct impression that we are listening to a duet or even a trio between Eminem and his split personalities or alter egos, Slim Shady and the demonic entity, Rain Man. Eminem even mentions the demonic entity, Rain Man, in the song, connecting the office of the president to demonic possession, Lucifer, the devil, or Rain Man, who is the acid rain.
Same damn brain scan results as Rain Man's is something.
We can be sure that Rain Man is a demonic entity because Eminem identifies him as such in the song Rain Man.
Hi, my name is... I forgot my name. My name was not to become what I became with this level of fame. My soul is possessed by this devil. My new name is Rain Man. Now in the Bible it says, thou shalt not watch too late.
Next, the interview mentions Jay-Z.
And, you know, Jay-Z's still the king. I mean,
We know that Jay-Z has connected himself to Lucifer, or Horus, through his use of the eye in the pyramid. We also know that Jay-Z has also connected himself to Aleister Crowley and the satanic maxim, do what thou wilt. Obama is connected with Jay-Z's song, So Ambitious, as well. In 2014, there was an article written for FoxNews.com entitled, Will Obama's Real Legacy Be His Overwhelming, Empty Ambition? The mention of the song, So Ambitious, points to Obama becoming president of America, something that was thought not to be possible. During his nomination victory speech, Obama stylized himself as a historical figure, the kind of person who could slow the rise of the oceans and heal the planet.
That generations from now, we will be able to look back and tell our children that this was the moment when we began to provide care for the sick and good jobs to the jobless. This was the moment when the rise of the oceans began to slow and our planet began to heal.
So Ambitious also points to the bigger ambition which Obama has in respects to the world stage, which is to be the leader of the one world government or New World Order and to be ultimately worshipped as God.
First of all, the integration of national economies into a global economy. That's here. That's done. Be still and know that I am God.
All of you bow! All of you bow! All of you bow!
This ambition also extends to the peace deal or covenant that will be confirmed by the Antichrist, found in Daniel 9:27. We saw a reference to this in his speech after receiving the Nobel Peace Prize.
And yet I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the considerable controversy that your generous decision has generated. In part, this is because I am at the beginning and not the end of my labors on the world stage.
Remember Obama's trip to Jerusalem, which was called a covenant of peoples. Obama's presidency was linked to Martin Luther King Jr., as well as John F. Kennedy and Abraham Lincoln. All of these people were assassinated by a head wound. Notice Jay-Z is wearing a t-shirt with Abraham Lincoln on it while performing the song So Ambitious. Obama stressed that Jay-Z is still the undisputed king of the genre.
And, you know, Jay-Z's still the king. I mean,
We must remember Jay-Z has a song called Renegade with Eminem, which connects with Obama since his code name is Renegade. President Barack Obama opted for this moniker after being presented with a list of names beginning with the letter R. Interestingly enough, the letter R is the 18th letter of the alphabet, connecting it and Obama to the number 666. In the song Renegade, Eminem calls himself Jesus Christ and Satan at the same time.
See, I'm a poet to some, a regular modern day Shakespeare. Jesus Christ, the king of these latter-day saints here, to shatter the picture in which of that as they paint me as a monger of hate and Satan, a scatterbrained atheist.
This connects Obama, the renegade king, to demonic possession and the false Christ. The other rappers mentioned in this article were Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Previously, I produced a video entitled Sackcloth&Ashes, Rebels, Radicals, and Revolutionaries, where I broke down the significance of Kendrick Lamar visiting Obama at the White House. You will find a link to that video in the description box. It should be noted, however, that the name Kendrick Lamar means the king and beast from the sea, which is a reference to the Antichrist found in Revelation, who receives a deadly head wound and lives. It should be noted that Obama declared his love for Drake.
I love Drake, and the girls love Drake, and so he's commercially just doing great.
The name Drake comes from Draco, which means dragon. This is a reference to the dragon, Satan, which gives the Antichrist his seat, power, and great authority. This can be found in Revelation chapter 13, verse 2. October 28, 2016, an American Airlines plane caught fire before taking off at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport, forcing passengers to evacuate onto the runway and causing several injuries. The airplane catching fire is symbolic of the phoenix bird, which is consumed by fire and then rises anew, reborn from its own ashes. The phoenix bird, then, is a symbol for rebirth and resurrection. It should be noted that there were 161 passengers and 9 crew members on board. This gives us the number 1619. In the year 1619, the resurrection painting by Francesco Buneri was commissioned. Why is this important? Remember, Michelle Obama displayed a painting by Alma Thomas called Resurrection, which was the centerpiece of the White House dining room.
This is the first look.
This is the first look.
At this first modern room in the White House.
We're so excited about the Alma Thomas piece. It's Resurrection. Alma Thomas is the first African American female artist to be shown here at the White House.
This connects Obama, who is from Chicago, to the phoenix rising from his ashes, the resurrection of the beast from a deadly head wound. The fire represents the indwelling of the Spirit. See Isaiah 33:11, Matthew 3:11, and 1 Thessalonians 5:19. In this case, the fire is the spirit of Antichrist. Interestingly enough, the name O'Hare means the son of the angry one. In Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, we are told that the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Satan is the angry one, the acid rain that fell from heaven, and his son is the Antichrist. Currently, the Chicago Cubs are playing against the Cleveland Indians in the World Series. When we take a look at the symbolic meaning of this year's World Series, we find some interesting information. Again, Chicago is Obama's hometown. The Chicago Cubs use a bear as their mascot, We know that Revelation 13:2 describes the Antichrist as having the feet of a bear, and Obama has also equated himself with a bear.
Regular. Can't be routine. Come on, guys. How are you, sir? Nice to see you. It's good to be out. I bet. The bear is loose. You didn't,
The Cleveland Indians have a Native American as their mascot, and the word Cleveland means to divide the land. Therefore, the World Series is symbolic of the bear from Chicago in a contest against Native Americans to divide their land. Interestingly enough, on October 11, 2016, a U.S. federal court denied a Native American tribe's appeal for an injunction to block the construction of the Dakota Access crude oil pipeline near their reservation in the U.S. state of North Dakota, which they say could lead to the destruction of their sacred land and contaminate their water supply.
People are being pepper sprayed.
Thousands of Native Americans have been camping out in North Dakota since April to protest against this pipeline that is meant to cross sacred burial grounds in the Missouri River, the main water source for the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. The pipeline will carry almost 500,000 barrels of oil a day from North Dakota to Chicago. Once again, we see a connection to Chicago, Obama's hometown. Symbolically, this event is being represented in the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Indians through dividing of the sacred native lands by Obama, the bear from Chicago, who is represented by the U.S. federal court and the federal government. However, this event has an even deeper spiritual meaning. The Red Warriors, who are protesting against the dividing of their sacred holy land, are from the Standing Rock tribe. We know from scripture that Yahushua is our rock. Psalm 95 verse 1 declares, "O come, let us sing unto the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation." And Zechariah 12:3 declares, "And in that day I will make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. All that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces, though all the people of the earth be gathered together against it." We know that the true children of Israel are of reddish-brown complexions. Remember, David was described as ruddy or red and handsome in 1 Samuel 17:42. We also know that the land of Israel is the true, sacred, holy land which Obama, the bear from Chicago, will attempt to divide by confirming the covenant found in Daniel 9:27. This dividing of the land will cause a river of misery for the entire world, which is known as the time of Jacob's trouble. In closing, it is important to remember that the Most High has the ability to reveal spiritual truths in all things to his children who have eyes to see. Yah can hide the most remarkable, extraordinary spiritual revelations in even the most mundane, unremarkable, secular events. Continue to watch and pray, because the scriptures declare, "For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known." I urge you to place your trust and confidence in the work Messiah has accomplished on the cross as we move ever closer to the time of the Great Tribulation and the return of the true King of Kings. Amen. Shalom.